This is based on a New York Times opinion article. So this is about fertility. The total population as of 2021 of the whole world was about 7.9 billion, with a median age of 30 and a life expectancy of 71. But here's the key bit we're going to be talking about. 2.32 children per woman in 2021. 2.1, or a little bit less, is replacement level fertility. So any country that has less than 2.1 is shrinking, or will be shrinking soon. So we're going to take a look at what's been going on with population for the last 10,000 years, and then things really take off and we get up to around 8 billion people. So what could happen in the future? We're just talking about the math. We're not talking about climate disasters or all the other things that could happen. So we're going to take a look at a series of fertility scenarios, blow that out into 3D so we can really get a good view of it. And here you can see these different scenarios and what happens to population over the next 4,000 years. For example, if our fertility was about 1.6, then humanity's population will go up to 10 billion at the peak in 2080, and around 200 years later, we will be back at about 1 billion people. So 1.6 seems pretty small, right? I mean, is that really realistic? Is that where we're at? Well, as we take a look at the countries around the world and where they are as of 2021, you actually start to see some pretty interesting things. Like India is at a fertility rate of 2.03. That's below replacement level today. China is at 1.1. Remember, 1.6 means that we will be in 300 years, 250 years, we will be down to another billion, only 1 billion people on the planet. Take a look at some of these other countries. Fertility in Japan, 1.3. South Korea is the lowest in the world, and that is at 0.88. Fascinating to see that there are a lot of countries, here's the fertility across the bottom, there are a lot of countries below 2. We can even isolate. Look at all of Europe. It's all below 2. Mexican fertility rate is 1.8. It is nowhere near replacement level right now, right? Asia used to have a few countries, Pakistan, Afghanistan, with still large fertility rates, but almost everyone else is at or below replacement level. The exception to all of this is Africa. So Africa, you still have like some of the greatest numbers, 6.8, 6.1. So you still have a pretty high fertility level there. But let's take a look at even how that's changing over time. But even in Africa, look at these huge changes, right? Ethiopia has gone from somewhere around 7 down to just over 4 in 30 years. So even though Africa is still well above replacement level, the direction they're moving is towards the rest of the world. Crazy interesting ideas, right? What do you guys think?